Batman, expansions and yaks, as well as a bunch more news I'm excited about. Hello, I'm Matthew and welcome to the Watch It Played news. We start off with Batman Everybody Lies, which isn't a positive mindset Batman. Come on, leave some cynicism for the rest of us. But it is a new game in the detective series from Portal Games. Batman Everybody Loves Robin doesn't exist, but thankfully Batman Everybody Lies is a crime-solving deduction game for 2 to 4 players set in the rich lore of the Batman universe, which is like our universe, only more melodramatic. And players will take on the roles of 4 key investigators, from Warren Spacey to Catwoman, and then cooperatively make decisions, running the investigation and trying to solve a series of challenging cases. You'll be traipsing all across Gotham City, from the Batcave to Arkham Asylum, which I'm sure will be a lovely walk, and you'll be crossing paths with the likes of Batman, the Penguin, Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze and Scarecrow, while trying to chase leads, identify suspects and gather enough information to help save Gotham. Portal's experience with this detective series is paramount. They know how to make these narratively deep and interesting crime cases, and with last year's Dune House Secrets, they've proven that it's flexible enough to incorporate a rich IP. So I think for fans of Batman especially, Batman Everybody Lies is going to be a home run. Not to mention the game also adds a brand new hidden agenda mechanism, which assigns secret goals and unique win conditions for each player based upon which DC character they portray, which I'm sure won't cause any last minute arguments around the game table with the people that you used to call friends. Beginning with an introductory prologue, then continuing with 3 cases to solve, each taking roughly 2 to 3 hours to play, pre-orders for Batman Everybody Lies open in March. And coming February 15th is the game from our sponsor, Echoes the Microchip from Ravensburger. Far in the future, civilization lies in ruins, and the echoes of the past hide the tragic story of its downfall. This is Echoes, a new and highly immersive audio mystery series from Ravensburger, in which players investigate a deck of illustrated cards and spine-tingling sound clues to complete a story and solve a mystery. Using the game's free app, players cooperatively listen to mysterious noises and voices that help unravel the mysterious storyline, and together they discover hints in sound bites which bring the story into focus as they solve the case. The entire story is divided into 6 chapters, each one represented by a game board, and scanning objects with the app will play the audible echo connected with each object, and deciphering conversations and noises in each echo will lead the way towards discovering the cause of civilization's downfall. Personally speaking, I always assumed it would be the internal collapse of the substitute butter industry, but I am rarely correct about these things. Look for your copy of Echoes the Microchip at Amazon and at friendly local game stores starting February 15th and dive into this latest mystery. The front cover for Oranienburger Kanal appeared on my Twitter timeline the other day. With no warning or context, just a good looking box cover and the name Uwe Rosenberg on the front of it, which got my noggin jogging. Because Oranienburger Kanal is a Spielworks game. So this was a design publisher pairing that I wasn't expecting to see, but one that makes total sense, like maple and bacon, cheese and pickles, me and being alone. Valentine's Day's coming up. Yay! Happy about that. The Oranienburger Kanal was constructed between the years of 1832 and 1837 in Brandenburg. The rivers in the area were hard to navigate, and so the canal was built. And with it came more companies, businesses, streets and railways. And in the game, which plays 1 to 2 players, you construct new industries to shape the infrastructure, new pathways, streets, railways and canals to bring business and boom to Brandenburg. And most importantly, bridges that connect buildings across the canal. Spielworks are known for creating small runs of intricate and high-quality Euro games. Uwe Rosenberg is known as a master of designing economic systems and has compared his new game to the classic Fields of Arle. So look out for it on Kickstarter in mid-March. RuneScape is getting both a board game and a tabletop RPG this year. The announcement from Steamforge is anything to go by, which it is, as they're the ones that are making it. That's what they said they were going to do, when they said they were going to do it, and there's no way I can stop them, so... According to Steamforge, both games are set to delight RuneScape and old-school RuneScape's player communities with fresh but faithful adaptations of classic quests and characters that weave iconic elements of the games into exciting tactile experiences reimagined for tabletop gaming. Adding that the games will draw on adventures, characters and locations from across RuneScape's rich 21-year-long history. The board game will take 1 to 5 players on quest-based campaigns through Gillinor, where you'll be crafting, upgrading, upskilling, cooking, exploring and engaging with NPC characters before finally getting back to what you should be doing, which was fulfilling that main storyline, remember? And the TTRPG consists of, according to Steamforge, a lavishly illustrated hardback core book containing rules for players to run a RuneScape tabletop role-playing game in which they can build their own characters, explore Gillinor and craft unique and exciting quests. And the core book also is fully compatible with D&D 5th edition. And the RPG is coming straight to retail, and the board game is going to Kickstarter later this year. Pictures, the Spiel des Jahres winning family game of creating images out of different craftable items, essentially Objet Trouvé, the board game, is getting an expansion. The aim of Pictures is to create the image on your secret picture card with one set of components, either shoelaces, colour cubes, icon cards, sticks and stones, or building blocks in such a way that the other players are able to guess what image you have pictured. And this expansion, Pictures Oranges, you'll be able to up the player count to 6 and add in 2 new material sets, which look to be plastic patterned tiles and pegs and felt, as well as 55 new cards and 110 new photos. Meadow, the incredibly beautiful set collection hiking game from Rebel Games, is getting a new expansion with Meadow Downstream. This is possibly the best cover to any board game ever. Well, apart from Everybody Loves Robin. Meadow Downstream is inspired by the aquatic environments your wanderings and ramblings might find you beside, as you're now able to explore the flora, fauna and landscapes connected with rivers, streams and lakes. It includes over 80 new cards, a new kayaking mechanism so you can score extra points for progressing down the river, and you'll be able to adjust the level of competition with a 2-sided riverboard where you can choose between a fast stream and a calm river to explore later this year. We spoke about the Quacks of Quedlinburg and its spiritual sequel a bunch in the last episode, so this week I'll just quickly mention that Outline Development teased an app version of the wonderful Push Your Luck Cauldron exploding game, which seems to be in the late stages of development, with an impending launch soon. So that's very exciting to me, because I also went to their website to see what other games that they've digitally released, which include Knockmal and Hex Roller. But somehow, a digital version of Savannah Park was released last October with little to no fanfare at all, which is super surprising to me. Savannah Park, by legendary design duo Kramer and Kiesling, is a great game. It's absolutely fantastic. There's an app. Is this current news? No, it's not. But was I happy to see it? Yeah. Did I download it? Of course I did. What are you talking about? Straight away. Ape Games announced Pampero, where with no natural resources, the government of Uruguay is concerned about the country's dependence on imported fossil fuels. And as a consequence, it's seeking to increase the share of domestic resources, of which the most feasible are biomass and wind energy. And in Pampero, the card-driven hand management action selection game for 1 to 4 players, you'll be building a tableau of 2 rows to cleverly create an engine that will effectively create power. It looks beautiful, and to me kind of thematically stands out, and will be out later this year. Schmidt Spiel have announced the Future of Camelot, which just looks really fun to me. Camelot is once again preparing to search for the Holy Grail, and King Arthur and his closest confidant, Brad Garrett, Merlin, have come up with a plan to combine the strengths of knighthood and magic. They're going to send out teams consisting of a Knight of the Round Table and one of Merlin's apprentices. And together with small entourage, the groups will complete various challenges, all of which sounds to me like a D&D session bound for a total party knockout with the fireball gone awry. And the publisher tells us, whether in the countryside or Camelot's court, whether in jousting or uncovering hidden mysteries, knights and mages must work closely together to ensure success and perhaps actually deliver the Grail to the king when they return home. There's zero more information about this, but it does just look fun to me. And finally, Yak was announced by Pretzel and Plan B Games. And what enticed me to this was the noble, mighty and underappreciated yak that adorns the box. Also, it's cute. Look at that face. I'd kiss it. In Yak, the village elder has given 2 to 4 players the task of constructing a great stone tower to guide the merchants and their yaks in the Himalayas. At each turn, the yaks move their carts around the board, arriving in your village carrying with it milk, bread and meat, but also hopefully the specific colour stone you need to complete the tower that you're trying to build, as well as other objectives. On a turn, all players choose a card in hand simultaneously and place it face down, starting then with whoever holds the baby yak token. There's a baby yak token. The players then take their turns in order by revealing their cards, building, restocking or going to the market. And this is all hampered by fog, which potentially turns all the yaks around, putting a wrench in your plans. There are variants and different ways to score, but also Plan B Games sponsored a yak named Chloe at the Quebec Zoo. Look at that face! I'd kiss it. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching, and to continue your journey with us, then follow the link in one of these videos and I'll see you over there. Thanks everyone.